It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the New York Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers on Monday night.
EA Sports and the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So good to have you on board with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here. Greg, you look at the marquee, and it's a lot of offensive stars here. I'm looking at the other side. Defenses better show up here if you want to walk out with a win.
Yeah, I think the burden, of course, lies on the players, particularly the players in the secondaries of both of these teams. They're going to have moments where they've got to win one-on-one, as you said, against some of the top offensive skill players in the league. But I also feel like there's a lot on the shoulders of this defensive coordinator. Can you change up coverages, change up looks, make it difficult pre- and post-snap, not only on these wide receivers and skill players, but also on the guy with the ball in his hand, calling the shots, playing quarterback.
The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from the Steel City. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants led out by their quarterback, Daniel Jones. Here he is. It's year 6 in the NFL. He was the 6th overall pick back in 2019 out of Duke. And Jones still at the helm for the Giants.
Here's what you call a little bit of a polarizing player, Mike. His career has been a bit of a mixed bag after being a first-round pick a few years back. At times, he looks like a bona fide franchise quarterback. At others, he looks like a guy who's still trying to find his way and take that next step. It's the consistency. That's the biggest issue. If that changes, man, he'll finally be able to reach his full potential.
And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Jones. He'll get that complete. Right side, it's Bellinger.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. In motion, it's Robinson. On play action, it's Jones. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Now, a handoff to Singletary. And this defense, they have come to play a 2nd straight loss to start the game.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. That's going to be dropped underneath for Singletary. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Joseph's kick is good. And the Giants are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He's to midfield. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
All right, so now the offense takes the field, and they're giving a little pat on the helmet to the special teamers running off, saying, attaboy, that a way to answer. You give up the opening field goal, but now you're set up with great field position, and you can go ahead now and take this early lead.
The Steelers led out by their quarterback, Russell Wilson. Still strange to not see him in a Seattle uniform where he was for a decade, a couple of years with the Broncos. And now Greg, the 9-time Pro Bowler, year 1 in Pittsburgh.
At one point, this guy was one of the top superstars in the entire league, and I don't think he's fallen as far from that as people want to imagine. This is still a winning quarterback in the NFL, and historically, what's been a very dynamic dual-threat approach in his game has turned to more of a passing style as he's gotten older. But if he puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen over the years, he's going to be a hard one to beat. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. A pickup there of 19 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is a guy that you do not want to have to tackle in space. I mean, the footwork, the agility, the ability to go side to side and then still have the burst and explosiveness to pick up big yards. I mean, this guy is a handful.
Play action. Now, Wilson. This one complete to Washington. And the Steelers are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. A first down there. Gain of 14 yards.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. One more time. It's Harris. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1. Setting up 3rd and goal. He'll try to run with Harris. And he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up 4th and goal.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. This about as short as you can get. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Giants leading this one early. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This about as short as you can get. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will tie the game at 3 apiece.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready now for their second drive. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. Here's Jones to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
They'll run straight ahead with Singletary. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Jones to hang on to it here.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Singletary. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Here comes Greg Joseph and the field goal unit. This one from 54 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants will take a 6-3 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Nowhere to get away, and he is going to go down.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Two minutes to play in the first half of a three-point game. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack, 2nd down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Here's the replacement for Cameron Johnston. Corliss Waitman on to punt. Amir Smith-Marset goes back to return it. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. On 1st and 10, here's Jones. He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket, and great example of it here.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. That's to the rookie from LSU, Malik Neighbors. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's Jones. He'll tuck it and take off.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. All field goals in that first half. 6-3 the score at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando now for Jonathan Coachman as our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our halftime report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Out of the gun, here's Russ. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And third down coming up.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. Two different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Giants offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. To throw, it's Jones. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They'll run. It's Singletary. And And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll go back to Singletary on first down. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down, following a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Jones. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. They get 19 on that pass play. That's good for a Giants first down.
Nice catch here by Theo Johnson, the young rookie tight end, and I really like his upside. I think he's kind of a long, rangy guy. He's got a great catch radius, and he can really get vertical downfield. One of only 5 FBS tight ends last year, Mike, with 7+ touchdowns. So I think the Giants have a chance here to develop him and give Daniel Jones another offensive weapon as they look to get this thing back on track.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's second and 2. A give to Singletary on the zone read. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Here's third down and a few inches. On play action, it's Jones. That one, take it in. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Giants. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
Joseph's extra point up and good. And the Giants move out in front 13-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Patterson now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They're in a 10-point hole. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with first down. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And a good run there. Going to give him 5 yards. So we are through 3. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Wilson lines up in the pistol. They look underneath here for Harris. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That's the former Ram and Falcon, Van Jefferson. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They drop this down to Warren. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Again, Wilson. He'll find his big target, Pat Freiermuth. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points. This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
On second down, it's Singletary. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. Throwing, Jones. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Steelers offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Here's Wilson. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. They stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. Here is 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, Your quarterback needs to be on point, and after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Into the hands of Pickens. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down. Throwing again, Wilson. That's brought in right side by Pickens. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open. Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, as this one will come to an end. So a road win here for the Giants. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.